So this is another video in our series focusing on the Responses API versus chat completions. And now we're going to look at built-in tools.
So what are the built-in tools, like the tools that are supported out of the box, I guess?
Yes, exactly. So the three built-in tools that were recently released by OpenAI, first the web search tool, file search tool, which is a bit like RAG, and the computer use tool. So those are the three ones that are
Let's
hosted.
take them one by one. So websites. So what is it about?
Web search is a tool to search for public data. So it gives you access to information from the internet so that, when you use ChatGPT, sometimes you want to have like up-to-date factual responses. And so then you're going to hit the web search tool. This is exactly the same one, but available through the API, and it's a fine-tuned model under the hood, etc. So it's just good at finding data from the web. So retrieving relevant information, citing sources in its response, etc. And so let me share my screen. Maybe I can show what it looks like.
And so do you need to authenticate with this somehow or?
Not that I know of. I think it's really as easy. Well, you need to give, a key, but once
Hmm.
that's logged in, it's as easy as maybe I can just run this here interactively, but you just have to specify the model. And here you're going to specify in tools that you want the web search tool. So you just add it here. And you can add any hosted tool. So here it just answered my question, which is what should I visit in Rome? I'm going to go there in June. So what should I visit? And then it just gives me the response back.
It says here in preview, is this in preview?
Last time I checked, you had to have web search preview. In any case, it does work as of today. So that's for the Responses API. And so now it's available natively. Bear in mind, they made it also available for chat completions. The only caveat is that it's only going to work with certain models. So always make sure to check again the documentation, for updates in case this changes. But right now it's only available for GPT-4 search preview and for GPT-4 mini search preview, which I've never really used. But so this, let me clear this and run that, is going to give you the same, but then you need to use one of those two models if you're using the chat completions API. So this is an example where maybe, start thinking of migrating to responses, because otherwise it does work with chat completions, but you have to use certain models, not all the models.
Where on the above, there is no restriction. You can attach any model you want.
Not that I have seen on the documentation. So I'm pretty sure it should work out of the box.
Amazing. Cool. Should we go to the next one? What about computer use? This is a really interesting one, even scary for me, but yeah,
I
thank you.
know, same. It was scary for me. So I actually do not have a demo because I haven't had time to look at it. And to be honest, I just need to play with it still. But my understanding is that this tool allows you to build agents that are capable of completing tasks on a computer. So it allows developers to use the computer use tool in the Responses API. And it's the same. I don't know if you've used a computer using agents, a model that enables operator ChatGPT. It's basically the same model. And what it does is taking over your mouse and keyboard actions that are generated by the model so that you can automate some tasks by directly transmitting these actions in executable commands within their environments.
So
So
like it can really take control of your VM or
yes. For example, virtual machine, I read that it was really good for legacy applications when you just have a graphical user interface, a GUI, and you just have no API access to it. Or if you just want to automate tasks and build apps, then this can be very useful. I haven't been able to play with it just yet, but I encourage you to try it. Maybe we'll do a separate video on this.
excellent.